Let's see if we can't do something about my boredom.
Well, here we are again, boys, back in the world of Bloomburrow with a nice color contrast. So I was looking at things to do that I could record and maybe put on the YouTube channel, and y'all could even maybe watch it, boys. Talk about a symbiotic relationship. But I saw there was this event, Jump In. Well, first of all, combining Jump with Rats, you had me at Jump, and then you sold me at Rats. But what this is they give you like 2 different themes you pick, and it gives you cards of those themes and like fuses them into a deck. And then you do this event where you play against other people that are playing similarly, and you get to keep the cards. So why not? Why not? I've already started the event. I had a jump in token, whatever that means. Apparently I'm good. Apparently I got enough street cred. I've been jumped in. Son, I've been jumped into Rat Street. All right, let's choose our flavors. Okay, choose one of these theme packs. Dinosaurs, casting, or squirrels. Dinosaurs, casting, squirrels. Well, out of these 3 choices, just based on the cover image, I'm gonna have to go squirrel. That puts us towards black and green, which is not a bad combination these days, son. You can do get a lot of work done, black and green squirrels. All right, so that's our first half. Hungry Rats Exploring, boys. That's a novel series I would read. I'm like, oh, look, I'm up to book 20 in the Hungry Rats Exploring saga. Now, you'll remember the rats in Bloomburrow benefit from Threshold, which kind of puts them against the squirrels, because squirrels like to forage, son, for D's nuts and Sony PlayStation portables. But even given all that, if I didn't pick this, I'd never live it down, son. I'd never live it down. Son, the Dragoon waifu is always watching and judging harshly, like I deserve. All right, I got squirrels, rats. I got squirrels, rats. Are we married to that cover image? Okay, I think we can drag any card we want. What is in the deck, by the way? Let's explore the deck together. Okay, we got the Bone Cache Overseer, Squirrel Warlock. He's got little thralls. Little squirrel. No, well, they're smaller. I wonder what the thralls are. They look like they could be lizards or some sort of reptile. Okay, 1 mana, Squirrel Warlock. Tap to pay 1 life. Draw a card. Activate only if 3 or more cards left your graveyard this turn. So yeah, you need to be foraging or eating foods. If you have enough foods to sustain your rats, you wouldn't have to worry as much about whether or not you had Threshold, son. And watch the flavor text. Bring me my harvest. It's like using such dark magic to get acorns. The perfect aesthetic. It's the perfect aesthetic. Okay, what do you got? Ravine Raider, a lizard rogue with a cool themed sword. All right, he's got menace, so yeah, you have to have at least 2 creatures to block him, and he's got a fire breathing effect. I think they call it Siobhan Dragon pump ability. So later in the game, when you get him out, you're like, I got a little bit of mana. I invest in that boy, son. Get him bigger sword, son. He's gonna grow up to be the Lizard Man from the Soul Calibur. I guarantee it. All right, we've seen this one before, but what did it do again? Target opponent exiles a card from their hand. If the spell was cast from a grave. Okay, it's got flashback. It's another thing that takes cards out of your graveyard, but it lets you cast a spell again. Much more expensive, but I mean, you get the double tap. You're like, oh, that's not a permanent upgrade fail. I don't believe you can tap a sorcery. So preposterous. I like the flavor of the card. There's that famous mongoose that kicked our ass in my blind sealed tournament. Mythic mongoose. Shaking down this poor raccoon. Next time you come, let's do both favor and have something worth stealing. Man, that's hurtful things to say somebody, especially when you're robbing them with some sort of mail breaker looking weapon. Sorry, I needed water. I was overwhelmed. All right. A Gateblade Assassin. A lot of lizards in these raccoon ratwoods. Lizard Assassin. He's like the upgrade. This guy gets us a hold of some rat tail, which shouldn't be hard in the Bloomburrow setting, son. as long as you got enough charisma. And goes to see Bahamut and gets class upgraded, boys, just like Final Fantasy 1. All right, Lizard Assassin. Whenever a Gateblade Assassin attacks, defended player loses 1 life gain. You don't even got to connect. Just telling him to attack you is enough to hurt you and enrich me. Some lizard folk wield the precious agate and yearn for fire. Others wield it and thirst for blood. My God, Sid Kagano would be weeping if he heard them words, son. It'd be so perfect. Yeah, that's a good card. Bandit's Talent. So we got this here bat. What's your talent? You hang upside down and dangle thing? Or is it you make wind chimes? Okay, so this is an enchantment. So remember, this is you can level it up. All right, so by default, when it enters, each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. So if they're just like, well, I got all these islands in my hand, well, you're going to throw away 2 of them. You smug asshole playing blue to start with, boys. Okay, if we upgrade it, at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand. They lose 2 life, boys. They get greedy, start casting spells, or you're making them discard cards, son. It's not good. And then you got this boy coming at them too, boys. It's going to be rough. All right, and then if we get it to its final level, at the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who has 1 or son. So you get their hand low, and good times for you. You're like, yeah, I think that's how magic works, Uncle Tiffy. You got it. Feed the cycle. Boys, that's like real poignant, that artwork of, I'm going to presume like a raccoon skeleton. That looks like it could almost be like a forest swamp land card. Instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, forage, so you exile cards or you eat of foods. Or pay. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Hell yeah, son. Jace the Mindbender or whatever shows up and is like, oh, my machinations. I'm like the bestest character in Magic. I really don't know. I just know he's very prevalent. Well, dude, yeah, he's prevalent in hell where I'm going to send him. You fail on these nuts. Look at that stern owl. My God, like the cosmic owl. It just destroys target creature. Now, you can't hit a planeswalker with it, unfortunately. When Glarb ordered the egg stolen, the great Maha communicated its anger in a universal language, son. That sounds like Adventure Time character name, son. Is this just related to the cosmic owl? Is the Lich involved? He turned into a Tetris block. Did you know the Lich from Adventure Time turned into a Tetris block, son? Craziest thing I'd ever seen. Right after that, the pickle gentleman. Look at that. Nambly, pambly, scrambly up there to get that super cool egg. Cruel Claw's high. I think this is Cruel Claw. That's a hard name to say. CC. That's what we're going to call him. Sorcery, gift a card. So that means that when you cast the spell, you can let your opponent draw a card if you want to get the full effect of the spell. Let's see if that's worth it. I ain't looked at it yet. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. Exile it, boys. That's like double discarding it. If the gift was promised, you may cast that card as long as it remains exiled. And mana type of... Oh, okay. So you got a little bit of mana open. You're like, oh, what do you got in your hands there? Because I'm a nambly, scrambly, weasel, ferret, otter. Well, no, I know it's not otter. Weasels, ferrets, minks. Quite similar. Quite similar, some would say. The Bushy Bodyguard, boys. This is a flavorful card. A squirrel wielding like a leaf spear, boys. I weren't ready for it. I weren't ready for it. My heart wasn't ready, boys. Okay, what do you do, little squirrel warrior? Offspring. So offspring means we could pay that when we're casting it. So if we could pay 4 mana instead of just this creature, we get a little 1/1 copy of it. A little feller, squirrel warrior, son. When this creature enters, you may forage. If you do, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. So yeah, if you got foods... Have we seen a single rat? I was like, you know, blah, 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 it's going to affect our rats. Does it? I'm like on Jurassic Park. I'm like, excuse me, are there going to be any rats in this squirrel's rats deck? Okay, you ain't got no flavor text, but that's all right. Okay. We've seen this one before. Mill 4 cards. So you put 4 cards from your library in your graveyard. You may put a permanent one in your hand if you control a squirrel, or returned a squirrel card to your hand this way. Create foods, and foods let us forage. The Vine Reap Mentor, that's a wise squirrel with an entourage of like a bunny and a more different squirrel. A squirrel druid. When it enters or dies, create food. What does that imply? He brings food, and then when he dies, he's like, I will bring the food one last time. Eat of my squirrely flesh, for it is my body. I'm like, that's not how transubstantiation or whatever works, man. You can't be that literal. Son, he's like, fine, you won't get any of my Hawaiian punch, damn you. In youth we reap, in death we sow. Damn, that's good. Damn, that's good. That's right up there with Chub Toad. Okay, yeah, this thing is all creatures, which means it's a rat. We've finally encountered a rat. Technically. And it color fixes, which we've only got 2 colors. That's my main thing in sealed. I shouldn't have splashed a 3rd color. Okay, rat squirrel. Rat squirrel. Rat squirrel. Alone in the deck was a little rat squirrel. Okay, what does the Dagger Fang duo do? They've got death touch. That means anything they damage dies. Well, except a player. But it's different. There's poison. Just don't get me started on this. When it enters, you may meal 2 cards. I like to give you a choice, son. The rat would probably demand you do it, but the squirrel, no, the squirrel, well, the rat wants threshold. I'm getting hung up in flavor. Who's that cool, like, mouse rat in the background with a hatchet about to fight a dragonfly bug? Son, so much flavor. And speaking of flavor, as I hydrate, what does the flavor text tell us? Should we act now or later? The rat asked. Both, whispered the squirrel boys. Time has no meaning. That squirrel knows about the Grumple Grommet. Either that or he's super drunk. Cool. Okay, here's the card that it's used. Well, first of all, this should be the picture. I want to change the picture. And when you're editing the deck, it usually lets you drag the, maybe I have to go to my decks. Where are you at? Oh God, nothing. Everything in here is a lie. Does that not show up in my decks? Oh, if only the Catboy Hero were here. He'd solve this right now. Okay, no, we've learned that that's not true. So now we have to go back into here, hit play, hit limited, click on jump in. Okay, squirrel rats. If I can't change my picture, that's a failure of the game design. Mark Rosewater, Richard Garfield boys. I need them in my office. Okay, what do? You're so abstract, this picture. Psychic Whorl. Is that one of Ernest's family members, son, that can see beyond the veil? Target opponent discards 2 cards. Then if you control a rat, surveil 2, that card won me over. I like to think the text of the card changed in real time. It said like squirrel earlier, but they knew they had to get me back in there. What do you interpret this picture as, son? It's a good chance to leave a comment. What do I see? I'd show you what I'd see if it would let me move my mouse over there and point at it. But we can't, because there can't be joy. There can't be joy in the Magic Arena interface. Surveil. Okay, good. Scales of Shale. It's like they're a gargoyle waking up at night. An instant 3 mana. Spell call. Okay, well, you got some lizards out there. We work something out. You get that lizard boy discount. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains lifelink and indestructible. Son, Street Fighter 4. Well, that's cool. Like shedding, but backwards. So you're applying a new skin to yourself. That's real interesting. Thought Stalker Warlock. He's thinking about that big wolf. That's about to go aboard him from the looks of the shadow. A lizard warlock. Menace. So we know what that does. When Thought Stalker Warlock enters, choose target opponent. Usually you're only going to have one. If they lost life this turn, they reveal their hand, you choose a non-land card from it, and they discard that card. Okay, so you want to play him like in your second main phase after combat. Unless you're using one of your other effects to make them lose life. You're like, yeah, Uncle Tefe, thanks. Thanks for thinking for me. Okay, here we go. You were the one that drew me in here. So that is a spiky squirrel with his squirrel entourage. Honored Dray Leader. I thought it said honeyed Dray Leader, and I wasn't going to question it at all. I was like, why wouldn't a squirrel want to be honeyed, son? Winnie the Pooh would love it. Winnie the Pooh would love it. All right, Honored Dray Leader. Squirrel Warrior. A 1/1 with, you love a 1/1 with trample because you know something's going to make them big. All right. When Honored Dray Leader enters, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each other squirrel and/or food you control. They're both equally important to him. Whenever another squirrel food you enters, okay, so you get him out turn 3 and just start feeding him squirrels. I don't think that's what's implied. All right, there you go. Powerhouse card. Camellia, the Seed Miser. This is a legendary squirrel warlock. They are, yeah, that's not, are they wearing like a skull as like a mask helmet, or is that what their face looks like? Like that SCP that everyone online has the hots for, that's like some kind of like amorphous wolf lady who has like a skull, and she like sneaks into your bed at night to like snuggle with you, I think. Okay. Menace. Hey, squirrels get menace. You gotta have 2 people to corner a squirrel. You can't do it yourself, son. A cornered squirrel is more dangerous than a jackal. Other squirrels you control have menace. All squirrels get menace. Whenever you sacrifice 1 or more foods, you get to create additional squirrel tokens. And you can forage and make all your squirrels bigger. My God. My God. Oh, we've seen you before too. That squirrel loves berries. And I love that you can pay its mana cost with either black or green. That's real neat and nifty. Another squirrel warlock. What makes you a warlock? You're just eating berries, man. He just somehow just did skate in the squirrel warlock school side. Bottom of the barrel. What do they call the squirrel warlock that graduates last in his class, son? They call him a warlock. That's the joke. Never mind. He's a good card in this deck. Go away. Skunk Assassin. It's got a downwind. I was about to say, how is a skunk going to sneak up on somebody, especially if they're little critters with higher olfactory senses than like a human would have. But he can only come from downwind. Son, his only rival is Pumbaa, the warthog. Okay, Skunk Assassin. You got flash. You just throw that skunk out there. You never know it's coming. When Downwind Ambusher enters, choose 1. Target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1, so make him a little bit weaker. Destroy target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. So you could do it as a post-combat. Like you attack with your 1/1, and they're like, oh, I'll just block that with my big, large creature because nothing could happen. As I stand upwind of you, I sense nothing. Okay, we haven't finished the card. Oh, we did. It has no flavor text. What flavor could there be? I noticed the snail on the left side. Also, what he's jumping on like a lizard with a helmet and a spear. And is he stabbing him with darts or like a severed bird talon? I don't know. There's a lot to take in. Aaron Miller, son, 2 A's. You just wanted to be first in the dictionary of people's names. Look at this super cool rat rogue with the edgiest, like, spiky Dark Knight armor and a flail. Doing, like, capoeira techniques in the woods, man. In the woods, if I wish, why can't you be the picture? Why can't you be the picture? Oh, okay. Well, you get to generate a little feller with you, too, boys. Which one do you love more? It's impossible to choose. Sunday, each on different sides of the adorable or super cool rat rogue spectrum, son. When this creature enters, target opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. They've got to choose something bad, and I like that. Oh, I wish you had flavor text. You know, his fighting style is he just comes spinning and like he spins like tilted at a 45-degree angle. How could you ever anticipate it? Boys, not even Go-Go from Either Final Fantasy VI or Kill Bill Volume 1 would be able to handle it. Squirrel archers, that kind of makes sense. The one in the middle, that must be the spotter or like their coach hyping them up or something. That squirrel in the middle has seen some shit. What the hell is going on? Treetop sentries, they've got reach. So if a flying creature comes, they just pelt them with their little squirrel arrows, boys. With their little squirrel arrows. When treetop sentries enter, you may forage. If you do, draw a card. Why not? They don't waste arrows on warning shots. Boys, they're efficient. By the book. All right, we've reached the polygraph orb. Now, this is from a different set. I was like, wait a minute, what the hell is this? Why is there some human being given a magical lie detector test? When Polymorph Orb enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 2 life. That's 5 mana. I mean, you get 2 cards. All right, if you pay a little mana and tap it, collect evidence 3. To collect evidence 3, exile cards with total mana value of 3 or greater from your graveyard. Okay. I guess there was a set about like solving mysteries. I skip magic for years at a time. Okay, and each opponent loses 3 life unless they discard a card or sacrifice a creature. That's standard stuff. So it's a black artifact. Well, look at you, the Huskburster Swarm. You don't really follow the theme of the deck either, but you are from Bloomburrow. 8 mana for an elemental insect. This spell costs 1 less cast for each creature card you own in exile and in your grave. So if you've been foraging and exiling a lot of creatures, then it gets real cheap real quick. Menace and Death Touch. That's really good because if they have to block that thing because their life is low, they have to throw 2 creatures on it, and then you just divide that damage up and both of them die. Both of them say yes to dying. They are so gosh dang the same dead creature. That's a really nice swamp. I don't think squirrels would care about... Oh, it's more rat themed because the mussels. The squirrels like live amongst and worship the mussels or something like that. And these are some trees. They're just right for nambly-pambly scrambling, son, and squirrels love to do that. And we even get a couple of cool hybrid. The Jungle Hollow. Enters tapped like most multicolor lands do, but you gain a life, and then from that point on, you got both types of mana. On the surface of Ixalan's vast tar pits, Phyrexian oil glistened and old bones began to stir. Now, I know there was a set called Ixalan. If I vaguely recall, it has like dinosaurs and stuff in it, but I didn't play Magic at that time. And I know Phyrexia, because it's those assholes that are like H.R. Geiger machine monstrosities trying to assimilate all life, like the Borg as well. They're the reason that a bunch of shit happened in the weather light such, and Mere Cat Warrior died. So I don't care for them. I guess they come back sometimes. Well, that's the deck. So we just got to get in there and get cool nambly-pambly, scrambly creatures in play. Son, who are we guessing is going to be our VIP? God, this guy is so cool. I love that artwork so much that I want to say him, but we got the rat squirrel. The rat squirrel. And of course, our legendary squirrel warlock. Now, how many copies of each card do we have? Okay, here's where we got the breakdown. The breakdown. 8 squirrels, 2 rats. We got a 1-to-4 squirrel rat ratio, right? Right, Johnny? Don't you ignore me. Okay, well, I guess we need to actually start playing the game. So I'm going to take a moment to regain my composure, and then we'll get back to actually playing the game if you could imagine such a thing was possible. All right, let's get right into it. I was thinking about it while I was taking my pre-game piss, but nothing in the deck had threshold, so we don't really have to worry about foraging, and that's a good thing. Do I want a free mulligan? Yes, because that was really bad. Okay, well, we'll get this guy out early. No green. Are we gonna get mana screwed? Fuck it. I hate mulligan so much. I'm usually willing to just lose the game. They're using Karn, the Silver Golem. He was part of that whole weather light deal that I go on about sometimes. Hey, who are we playing first? Okay, we probably want to get this guy out. We can go ahead and make him discard some cards, but we need to start coming at him with our Lizard Boy Rogue. Kristo D. Chukov. They sound like they're from some sort of North Asian region. Okay, investigate. So you're playing blue-red. Some folks calls that, is it? Like, is it what they call it, Uncle Tabby? I want to go ahead and get this in play so we can start getting blue or green mana out. All right, what do we want to do first? Okay, so we need you out once we start foraging. So let's just go ahead and hit him, which we're going to do 2 damage and gain a life. Oh, my lizard boy comes swinging. Yeah, get that shit out of your hand, you nut. What are you gonna do? What are these card sleeves you're using? I've never, like, unlocked any other card sleeves. I just used the vanilla magic from Deckmaster. Doot. Here's what the card does in case you... Oh, I guess they must have errated it or something. I think that's what the alchemy mode is they're doing online errata, which is, or patching of cards, which is fine with me. It's better than just having to ban half the shit. There was some guy that, like, turned, other permanents into elks, like busted the game. Okay, what are you? Okay, so if we want to target him, we have to pay an additional 2 mana. That's fine with me, because I've got this boy right here. This boy right here. I can make him lose. Oh, you know, I got to get my cool rat rogue in play. Which means I don't really have a reason to attack with you unless he thinks I have a combat trick. He can't kill my creature, so I might as well attack. Because that way, he still loses the life and I gain a life. 23 life, and this game is still trying to get up that great big heal. And I might have a combat trick in my hand, idiot. Don't tell him it's all cool squirrels and rats. Oh, he let me hit him. I don't quite know how to react to that. Oh, but I want to play you with Offspring. Damn you. Maybe life is like a ride on a freeway. Casting rat boys while you're trying to find your way, son. We want to go ahead and, well, he's not going to have 1 or fewer cards this time, so there's no reason to start with that. Okay, we want more squirrels in play before we play him. So let's play you. I couldn't forage, but that's all right. Okay, he's got the equivalent, the red, blue equivalent. Swiftwater Cliffs as opposed to Jungle Hollow. Jungle Hollow, do. Jungle Hollow, do. Well, this is the problem with blue players. They got set around to think about something. He hasn't even taken nearly as long as I took on my last turn, but it won't stop me from being petty. Case of the Filched Falcon. Okay, so this is... Because I know there was like a Dungeons and Dragons set, and you did like little adventures. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, what did you do now? When God enter turn... Or his turn face up. This ain't Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, you got a Thopter. An Ornithopter type deal. Although it has attack power. Did you solve your mystery? Did you rewrite history? Okay, this will allow me to meal, finally. So that's a good thing. That's probably what we want to do. Okay, I can't just attack indiscriminately because he's got this feller now. And he's disguised. What is it? You may cast this. Okay, it's like ninjutsu or something. Rat ninjutsu. Why isn't Ink Eye Servant and Oni in this deck, man? What a waste. Okay, let's do this. I could have done that at any time, but I chose to do it right now. And I refuse to regret it. Okay, put a permanent card in my hand. You are real big. I could use the mana. That was the plana, is to give me that mana, boys. I'm making the best choices. The best choices. And we have enough mana to level this up. Let's do that. And I'll be able to actually use your ability. And next turn, we'll play this boy. And we have a couple of squirrels. They're up to no good, at least from his point of view. No, that's okay. I like my creatures to stay here and hang out with me instead of going and dying for no reason. That's just the kind of guy I am. Still the coolest artwork of the current cards we haven't played. What is the spooky ghost you've played? Draw a card. Has flying as long as there are 4 more permanent cards in your graveyard. Okay, that's real interesting. I had actual forests in my black-green deck. Are you sure? Mark Rosewater, need to patch this game. He's not playing enough cards for these to be the good things we want to happen. We don't have 7 mana yet, but we will next time we play a land. And that's when the big boy comes out, a flailing, son. Flailing. Rat boy came a spinning and he did flail. Oh, make my rats the big rats. Okay. Oh, that's right. He doesn't do that. He makes himself big. He's the kind of rat that embiggens himself. That's what I like about him. Okay. We're saving you for foraging. Okay, no, that's all right. We're going to play this real cool. I know what I'm doing. He ain't going to play something blow my asshole out, I promise. Okay, these just let him, like, do things that we don't care about. Okay, what's all this? Okay. Oh, I have something I can do in reaction now. Tap this food thing. And so, it's going to constantly do that. Unless I click to skip a turn. Pass to attackers. What are you coming at me with? I ain't scared of you. What is this? Okay, lets him do other things. I don't want to do anything at instant speed. Hey, and look, he's got that pump ability I talked about. He pumps up jam. We're going to get you down in cards at some point, man. I promise. We need to forage so that he gets bigger. How much mana do you require? None. That's my favorite. I have to pay a life, but I get a card. Let's get you to the big level, so when he's finally down low on cards, I can be like, well. How the turntables. No attacks this turn. Rat squirrels know how to bide their time. And the cool lizard assassins agree. What's he thinking about? All the pain in the ass blue. Look at this. What's happening? What's this pain in the ass blue card? Jesus. That's bad. I wish that wasn't there. Do I have a... I don't think I had a single card that destroyed an enchantment, did I? Oh, you turned your shoe into a it's going to attack me? Like your phantom limb of the Revenge Society? He's going to throw a toaster at me any second now, son. I'll need Billy Quizboy to put me back together as a monstrosity. See, blue ruins everything. Okay, he's swinging. He's swinging. How are we going to block him swinging? Let's see, who can block real good? Who can block real good today? None of you have Death Touch, do you? No. Hey, what? You can at least block one of these. Which one's better? Okay, it doesn't matter. I'd rather him kill the flyer, to be perfectly honest. Alright, that's fine. I'll just take damage. Oh ho ho! Secret skunk were declared. I'm going to swing at him for big damage this turn. What's the best way to go about doing that? You still activate... Oh, shit. I should have done that at the end of his turn. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. You still activate... Okay, he doesn't do that when we forage. He does that when we get a food. I'm learning how my deck works in real time. in real time. All right, let's go to combat. We can't all out attack or he's just going to kill us. So let's attack with this and this. 2 attackers. Then how much mana? I need 4 if I want to be able to throw you down when he least expect it. When he least expect it. So I have enough to activate you at least one time. Boom, boom. Can't believe we didn't get 1 more mana so I could properly play this cool card. Where we investigate. Okay, that's real neat. That's real interesting, buddy. Deals 3 damage to our creature. He's gonna blow up my cool card. It's real sad. It's real sad, but it happens. Nobody knows what the hell's happening. Least of all me. I'm gonna click this cactus and these bricks. Pass. Alright, now we can flash you into play. No one expects the downwind ambusher. That better not be a counterspell in your hand, mister. Mister! Okay, thank you. -1/-1 to you. Alright, you're gonna block that. And you are gonna block that. And that's how it's gonna go, Sparky Joe. That's how it's gonna go. Son, that skunk sacrificed everything. Look at you with not that many cards in your hand. I still didn't activate that because I'm an idiot. Only activated 3 more cards left for graveyard. Oh, I keep forgetting that you can't just do that whenever you want. You'd think I'd learn this deck at some point. Oh, it's going to get rid of the only card in his hand. Wouldn't that be awful, his last hit? We've also got the Psychic Whorl. I can finally point at it. It's like I guess this is like the rat's face, and he's just letting out like a psionic scream. Every time I look at that card, I like it more. Oh no, I'm getting too hung up. We're going to do this. Target an opponent. Okay. I guess one of the other many opponents I'm playing right now could have been targeted. Oh no. What happened? Are you sad now? Do I just need to throw this thing out there? Maybe. Okay, next. I need to hit you for damage. I need to hit you for damage. I'm not going to worry about blockers. We're going to activate this ability. Then we're going to activate this ability. And then we're going to deal a lot of damage. Ooh, it's got to hurt, boys. It's got to hurt. That bat knows what he's doing. Them wind chimes, boys. He's going to sell most of them on the side of the highway. Oh, you got to do the most shit. What the hell is this now? Oh, red herring. That's real funny. Fred Jones. Little Fred Jones from Pup Named Scooby-Doo. It's just rolling his eyes, boys. Clue. So that's like a food, but you use your brain mind to learn. You use your brain mind to learn. All right. Okay, I have to win this turn. Oh, there's them swamps I was dying for to properly play my rat boy. Neither of these would do anything. I mean, I could surveil too. I don't even control a rat, do I? That's sad. Okay, how are we going about this then? I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. I could just kill him. I could just kill him. I want to play that so bad, but I would lose the game. And I can't let that happen. I owe it to all the rats out there. I owe it to all the rats out there. How we doing it? You know, it's big lizard boy style, baby. That was a good game. I didn't expect to win. I didn't expect to win. That means I'm guaranteed to lose the next one, but at least Mark Rosewater let me have one for free. Richard Garfield doesn't approve. He's too busy eating lasagna to properly raise a fuss. I got coins, money, and experience. Keep playing until the event ends. I guess we just jump right into the next game. Jump in with your rat feet. That's what Professor Crescent says. Hey, we got this here fungus. A koali. The Seething Tower. That's too much to take in right now. I got a lot going on. I got a lot on my plate. Be taking in no legendary fungus or whatever. Rabbit folk are industrious. That's good to know. That's good to know. Lord Drago 3504. I see. That's not a bad start in the hand, son. Keep 7. Well, look at this. We're in some sort of mansion. Well, ain't you just real colorful over there? Why am I got to be next to a dead body outline, son? Whatever. I have to remember how this card works this game. We didn't forage a single time last game because we didn't get nothing that let us forage. Just saying. Wonder if we get more use out of the skunk. Of course, the skunk was vital to us winning that last game now that I've said it out loud. And Bandit's talent. Pretty damn good, son. I see why people enjoy that Bluey cartoon so much, son. It's all due to Bandit's talent. You can't choose between your precious children, so you play white. The fair Basilica. Basilica. He's a Basilica. That looks like the ship from Quaffam Island in Final Fantasy 11. Look, you can just see downstairs. You're having a hell of a time choosing. Maybe they had like got up. They're like, surely my opponent won't make me discard 2 cards of my choosing. On their second turn, it'd be quite incredulous. Well, Lord Drago. Of course, it's white and blue. Oh, dear God, what has happened? You're prairie dogging it. Oh, you're from that cowboy set I'm vaguely aware of. Okay, a lot of things happen if that card does stuff. That's all you need to know. Okay, do we want to go ahead and get you in play? No, because we can't really forage. We ain't got nothing forageable. So let's go ahead and get you out there. Let's pump up the jams on Bandit's talent. No attackers. Just this once. Just this once. Alright, next turn we enter skunk capability. Then things can get real chaotic. The human knight. Well, you squirrel got, prairie dog got big all of a sudden. Oh, okay. That's interesting, I guess. Oh, we got this cool lizard warlock. Okay, we need to hit him before we cast that thing if we want to do the most maximum damage. And you know, Phil Swift says that's what we need to do. I don't know if I need to upgrade this because you ain't cast no damn spells. Keep all them cards in your hand. You're just greedy. Greedy, greedy. Do we want to throw this guy out there? Because then we could start attacking. We could wait for him to attack with that creature and then kill it with that as a flash effect. No, thank you. Intern. That's our current plan. Like the color scheme, the yellow and the black. It reminds me of the slime bodysuits the members of Shadow Garden wear. They're black and gold. Also the Pittsburgh Steelers. Real tough decisions over there. I see you're not fully mana capable. I know that pain. When you're trying to play your rat rogue at maximum value. So if this thing runs out, they burn one of their timeouts, and if it runs out and they have no timeouts left, they forfeit. So they could either really be thinking about their turn, they just stop paying attention to the game. Sometimes people use it if you've clearly got an advantage, or like right before you're about to win, they'll sit there to waste your time. But I don't think Lord Drago has those ill intentions just now. I'm going to assume like they just noticed their pot of ramen is boiling over. Son, their Mr. Peace pizza is burning in the oven. And other such things. Okay. Hey, speaking of rat value. Let's see. I don't know if we're going to be able to hit him at this rate. Let's just play this damn thing. No attacks. Are we ever going to be able to actually activate this creature? It's hard to say. Those berries are probably really good. I know I gave this guy a lot of trouble there when we were looking at the deck, but I'm not saying I got anything against him. Is he? Ain't no squirrel warlock, is he? I guess we're just going to sit here. A very anticlimactic ending to the game, but sometimes that's what happens. Oh, I've activated the secret gate to the Galactic Ley Line, son. I'm going to have to team up with Aisha Clan at the Galactic Ley Line. She'd probably appreciate a Johnny. He's got enough red in him for Aisha Clan. Also, he's like a big buff, like white lion man. I don't know if you ever noticed. Like, oh, I just thought he had an interesting haircut. Oh, did we win? What a meaningful victory. We got coins and experiences. Coins. So we're going to get a boot. Oh, no, we got that card at the end. Never mind. I thought we were going to get good prizes. All right. Let's get back in here. That was quick. Not meat fist. There's something about the way she looks and her hand, and there's something about that. Okay, this, you know I hate mulligan. I'm not going to do it. Well, where are we at now? What is this googly-eyed rock mess? We're in like a WoW instance. We're in like Sunken Temple. I'll play a forest. She won't suspect nothing. She'll be like, oh, they got a Johnny avatar playing a forest. That's green-white deck coming. I've seen this before. But they didn't expect the... Excuse me. You didn't expect the swamp. We throw this guy out there. And now we got additional mana. The goal of this game is to get to 7 mana and play that super cool rat rogue. What the hell is that? A vampire. Desperate Bloodseeker. Yeah, somebody named Meat Fist would probably be playing vampires. That checks out. That checks out. I had control of rat. Dead I am the rat. Feast upon the cat. Tender is the fur. Dying as you purr. You're going to be digging through the ditches and burning through the witches all day. Dragulas on standby. All right, we're going to surveil too, so if there's any lands, we can just put them elsewhere. Yeah, we're gonna surveil. Oh, we're gonna draw a rat squirrel next turn. Oh, it's gonna be good to me. Good to me. They're like the squirrel otter. They're the best friends of the deck. Okay, black and blue. I can respect that. Not really, but oh, if they have a counter spell and they counter my rat duo, it's gonna destroy my heart. Destroy my heart. We could also cast this with Offspring. I can't forage just yet. No, I can. I have 4 cards in my graveyard. I could forage. And we'd have a bunch of creatures in play. If they have a counter spell... Okay, we need more creatures out. So we're going to play this with Offspring. And all the girlies say he's pretty fly for a squirrel guy. Yes, I will forage this, this, and remember, the more creatures we remove, the cheaper that big creature, the insect elemental is. So let's do that. I remembered something about the deck. You get big, and because I foraged, your Offspring gets big. Lots of big... No, you don't? Well, that's not really sad about that. I thought that's how that worked. I thought that was the point. Oh, you have to forage again for that one. They don't both get the same forage. What the hell is this? Okay, I get to cast that card again? And get another little squirrel? I'm not mad. I promise. I can't forage, though, until I get more shit in my graveyard. You wait till I get this ridiculous mess in play. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'll get rid of one of their good cards. I won't have enough. Well, first of all, I can cast this with my mana fixing. But it wouldn't get me the best spin. Okay, you're tapped out, which means you can't counter my boys. Thank God. So let's play them. The good times, baby. I will take action, which means now I can forage. Oh no, what happened? I became the forager. No, thank you. Yeah, and they got death touch, boys. You go anywhere near that squirrel and that rat. And you're not good friends with them, son, you'll just be obliterated from existence. Lord Beerus himself fears them. He didn't even ever mention them to Goku because he knew Goku's like, I'm gonna go punch that rat squirrel. That's how Goku talks. I didn't make it up. Yeah, I can just take damage. The only life point that matters is your last one, son. It's the only one that matters. Take a fall. Target creature gets what now? What the hell is this? This drunk bum coming after me. Oh, okay. Outlaw. That's some sort of shark, man. The lone shark. I get it. I ain't laughing, but I get it. Oh, additional mana for me. We can come get this guy to come in and be big again. We can get some damn cards out of your hand. Oh, no. This is not what that does. It gives me cards, which is pretty damn good. All things considered. This thing, if I exile a card that costs 3 or less, I can cast it. But only if I gift them. I could just not gift them and just make them lose a card and feel real good about myself. Get more creatures in play. That way when we get Trampley Joe Roberts, the Squirrel Warrior, I believe is his name. Okay, boom, boom. Oh, the Skunk Assassin. You hate to see it. They know what they did. They knew the decision they made when they chose this lifestyle. Well, ain't you pleasant? I still get my little squirrel. I didn't. Okay, you got Death Touch. So I'm just going to attack with you. And if he blocks it, it kills his shark, and that's fine with me. You're like, man, you talk them guys up, just throw them in there. Son, that's part of the thing. They got to get that win. They're working with me, son. That thing? No, it's okay. That damn lifelink. Oh, well, look at you. Yeah, human warlock, you do the most shit. You do the most shit. Boys, we're not doing too good this game, I got to be honest. This might be the perfect chance to get something from them and play it. Yeah, I'm doing it. Get the card. Target you. Okay, let's see. I can get that. Which of these do I want? Damn. Damn. I guess I'll take this creature. Oh, I didn't realize I had to do that. Okay, that's fine with me. Yeah, I pretty much lost this game. I really don't see myself coming back from it at my skill level. We'll go one more turn at least to see if I can get that damn rogue out there. Okay, they've hit their stride. Shit's happening. Well, it doesn't matter. I can only go one more turn because I've basically lost. Well, I need to cast destroy target creature or planeswalker. We might as well do that. Cast more spells. Yes. Okay, do whatever the hell it is you're doing. I'm going to concede after I cast these spells anyway, but Jesus. I didn't think all that would happen. All right, well, there we go. We went up against somebody who knew what they were doing, and it showed real quick. But overall, we still had a good time. I got that rat squirrel into play, and that's what matters to me, son. Oh, you could just keep playing. I thought it was play until you lose once. Well, shit, let's just play another game. Here I was giving the best. Boys, we gave 110% out there, and, you know, in the second half, and just, you know, praying to Jesus and our mamas and the apple pie that we were going to get through. The true Nosferatu. You look like it. I probably should have mulliganed that last hand. Hey, look. I wonder if we'll ever see our legendary Squirrel Warlock. Squirrel Druid. He still went to Squirrel Magic School, but he took a different specialization. We can get this guy in play right to start with, boys. He's having him a ball, son. Okay. Is it better to get you into play or go ahead and get you into play? I'm going to say this so we can get us a foods when we need to forage. Didn't even mention the boys are in hand. I like their blue and gold matching daggers, son. I like that crowd gets together. Okay. This would be... No, we need a rat in play first. We need a rat. Oh, I guess we psyched him out. He couldn't handle me about to sing a song about needing a rat, bro. He ducked out. He took that bullet for everybody. For everybody watching. Well, I'm just winning more golden experience. Golden experience requiem is all I'm winning. Want to know even more about Magic the Gathering? No. I'm not reading any more. This is the swamp we have in our deck, is it not? Oh no, it's me. CT is me. He loves Chrono Trigger, boys. He loves Chrono Trigger. Hey, we get to see this cool card finally. Finally. All right, this is not bad because we can play this as our first land, and since we don't have a 1-drop, we don't have to feel as bad as to cope. It's split land, one drop cope, son. Keeping us going. I'm gonna poke your eyeball, monster. I'm not allowed to. What about this pizza box? Oh, that's like a storybook. We're inside like a storybook. There was a set that was like based on fairy tales. That's where the food first came from, I think. Where it was first shot. Make me food! Vine Reap Mentor. What if he was the Vine Wrap Mentor, son? Dropping fat beats on D's nuts. Got the food token. Looks real tasty. What is this you've put into play? Making birds. We could just blow it up for fun. For fun. We can attack with impunity and imp immunity. Let's do just that. Here comes that squirrel. He's going to take the damage. He took the damage. I'd rather play this when we have a rat out, but we don't currently have a rat on standby waiting just to say hi. But it would be nice to go ahead and get some of those damn cards out of his hand. Of course, we need creatures. We need creatures. Creature features. The more squirrels you got, the better you're probably doing. What is this human peasant nonsense? She's like, I bring for your book. Ignore monkey on the shoulder. There's no problem. There's no problem. Vigilance. You saying attacking doesn't cause you to tap? That's Miri Cat Warrior's specialty, and she stole it. Oh, you made him a little bit buffer, huh? Make me feel bad. Is that what you did? Lifelink and Instru. Oh, I could blow him the fuck out if I attack with that card. Or if I use that card. Okay, what else do you do? Okay, a bunch of shit I don't care to deal with. Don't forget, we've also got the... It's a sorcery, though, so we can only cast it during our main phase. When we're out of phase. I'm going to attack. And he's going to block. And based on how he blocks, I'm going to blow his asshole out. You may forage. And what happens? Oh, he gets bigger if we forage. Let's do that. I submit food to the cultivator. To attackers. I hope they don't block me. Oh no. I hope nobody's asshole got blown out by the scales of shale, taking you to hell. Like shedding, but backwards. Oh, he's mad. Look, his portrait slightly changed. Only I saw it. What the hell is this? Look at this. Is this from like Alpha? Okay, you do gnomes and then this land appears or something. I don't know. My strategy in Arena is usually to just ignore shit unless it's a super pressing issue. Okay, we can finally offspring you, although I can't forage just yet. This will get us closer to foraging, although I didn't leave myself enough mana to cast it. What a shame. Let's blow that 4/4 up and then attack. And then attack. Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page. When he dies, we'll get another food and it'll take out his creature. So if he does block, I don't mind losing that squirrel. And we don't want to play you without offspring or foraging, or we don't get maximum value. You're Boros. That's what white and red is called, I think. Look at that scenic mountain with the dandelions. Oh, that's the Bloomburrow, like, splash screen art. This little mouse going on an adventure on the dandelions or whatever. What have you done to me? Enchant creature. Oh, it's like pacifism, but they can also send them to the next dimension. Saiyan Saga Vegeta. Started paying attention. Okay, you hit me for 3 damage. Oh my god, Becky, look at that rat squirrel. They are such good friends. Maybe we should just go ahead and get this thing out there. If we psychic whirl him now, but the value. The value. We should probably play this so we can start getting cards we need. Well, we got enough life. How do we want to do this? You know what? I still don't really care if this card dies because it helps us out. So, block them if you got them. All right, next turn we can finally get maximum rat value. Take action. Oh. What did we give up? You know, it's not bad. Very flavorful, somewhat. It's like smug-ass, like noble squirrel. Like was eating too many nuts, packing too many nuts in his mouth. And his like branch, he was sitting at eating brunch at his little squirrel table, like collapsed under the weight of him, and now he's in free fall. You got to play some really powerful cards, buddy. If you don't want me coming at you. Okay, fine. Fine, blow the boys up. I don't care. I don't care. Disclaimer, I care immensely. Why the boys? The problem is you've given me the ability to forage now. Well, I had it, but the boys just added to it. He knew that the only way he could truly hurt me, even if I win the game, was to attack the boys. This deck needs enchantment destruction, by the way. You've played a bull elk. Okay, that's real good, real clever. I'm sure you're real fucking proud of yourself. We never got the Psychic War. It breaks my heart. We can play you with Offspring, son. The squirrels are all right. And we will exile creatures. And land. Oh yeah, he gets bigger too. Not that I can do anything about that. As always, I don't mind if this card dies because I get a food. My food's library. So he can just block it. Haha, you've played right into my machinations, boys. Right into my machinations. I'm 5 steps ahead of you, sir. I didn't even look at this diamond pickaxe. That's real neat, I guess. Treasure token. What's this? Gold Fury Strider. There's just a bunch of nonsense on this card, man. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm that guy. I became that guy. It's the most shameful part of this duel that I'm going to lose somehow. Was that I became that guy. And worst of all, that guy became me. He's having the greatest time. And he's going to tap my creatures. My turn. Oh boy. Alright, we definitely just have to play this damn thing now. Alright, what do we need in our hand? That would be helpful. So we're going to take you. And destruction, or potentially play one of their spells. We'll probably have to go with that. All right. Unfortunately, can't do anything with that right now. This thing, I don't have evidence, so I can't really use that aspect of it. Forage, sure. Do I bother attacking? Yeah, I mean, my creatures will just die. So, no. Oh, man. If I could just get that damn shackle off of him, I'd be doing so much better. I like how the one time, by the way, we're playing somebody who has no cards in their hand is when I don't get that bat enchantment. Bandit's Trick. Bandit's Trick, I remember because of my unnecessary Bluey reference. Well, he's getting a card in his hand. That's fun. It would give me something to steal. Your deck has too many things that happen, dude. This is the reason why I don't ever play Paper Magic anymore, because we'd be sitting at a table right now and he'd be like, in response to my crazy bitch book peddler, my moose makes my golem bigger. My moose makes my golem bigger. I guess everything you have has vigilance. No? Okay. Alright, we gotta let all this shit happen. I guess I'll stop some of this damage. Don't tell Phil Swift. Thing had trample. I picked the wrong thing. It doesn't matter. I've already lost the game. I've lost my damn patience. How long can it take to end a turn where you have no mana? My good man. My good man. Oh, hey, look. I drew a cool card I like right here when I've lost the game. I'm just going to do this. All right, what did you have in your hand? This. All right. All right. Well, I'm fucking casting it. Because I can. What's this other card in your hand? A land. A land the boy has in his hand. I'm gonna have to play you. Alright, at least this gives me another mana. How interesting. How interesting. I'm interested in this. I guess he's really thinking about it. Tapping them lands and such. Or no, artifacts and creatures. The complete opposite of lands. I'd say no, like an instant is the opposite of a land when you think about it. Good for you, buddy. He's going to discover 4. It's the highest he's ever counted is 3. Okay, he's just going to kill me. He's just doing it in a very spectacular manner. Why is this card like glistening? I mean, it's like a what's his name? A Harry Potter ghost killing Hadouken, I think it's known as. I still don't quite know what that card does. I refuse to read it. I'm just sitting here angrily staring at the battlefield, in case you're wondering. It's one of the reasons I'm losing. Just resolve all of them, my god. All right. There. That was worth taking to 6 fucking months your last turn took. My god. Alright. Well, there you go. Now that we're properly losing, the game's auto balancer should put us up against somebody we stand a chance against now. Hey, I earned a booster. It was all worth it. Alright, I'm gonna play one more game, and then maybe we'll open some booster packs and save this farce of a video. You can automatically apply card sleeves, by the way. See, it's taking this long Because it's like, man, we got to find some guy this poor asshole stands a chance against, son. All right. Oh, no. Of course. It's the only way. It's the only way it could have ended. All right. And what garbage are you feeding me? Oh, this is not a bad starting hand. I guess the auto shuffler pitied me. Although I can't cast this rat or this squirrel warlock. Spoilers. Because I can't get black mana on my first turn. We're back in the desert. Okay. Well, at least from this point on, we'll have both types of mana. Red. A shock. Man, all the modern shock artwork is awful. Shock used to be a cool card. Get you out there. We're going to use that thing's ability at least once. Ah, black and red. I can appreciate that. If you need them dead, you go black and red. Get out of here, you little scorpion. Mister. Bonzo Pan. That's like a spooky skull. There was a fungus archetype. Neat. And it's got Death Touch. Fantastic. Ah, but what if my creature had Indestructible? That'd be such a waste. No, it wouldn't. It'd be getting rid of a damn Death Touch creature. It wouldn't be a waste at all. I'm doing it. He'll never anticipate it. He could just not block. He would catch me completely off guard. Oops. Just because I could. Just to make me feel like a big man. Like a big lion man. Now he knows he's dealing with not the average player. Crazy person. I see these prairie dogs. Oh no, I didn't know I was going to knock him unconscious. My God. I thought he'd just scurry back inside. There's a lot of deliberation going on over there. I'm glad the boys are here. Of course, he's playing black and red, so don't expect them to stay and play long. One shock would be enough to kill them. Decisions, buddy. Don't just time the game out. It's a terrible ending to the last game I plan on playing for this video. Breaking my heart. Boys, how you going to have a Johnny as your avatar? And sit here and time the game out, boys. It's discouraging. Of course, the Boston Strangler could have broke into his apartment and grabbed a hold of him or something. I don't know. Okay. I would like to play... Let's see. Forage and draw a card. And we could use that. It's like pottery. It rhymes. It rhymes. Let's attack first. You know he wouldn't expect it. You know he wouldn't expect it. Especially since he apparently doesn't exist anymore. I guess it just auto-passed his turn that last time, but eventually he's just going to blow up. Eventually he's just going to blow up. I guess we could just sit here and look at cool artwork. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we'd have had this against that last guy, we'd been having the best time, so Mark Rosewater's ghost wouldn't allow it. He wouldn't allow it. Man, this is awful. Is this just your way of telling me I need to play another game? Because now it's going to be like, well, you won your last game, so we need to put you up against the best of the best. The try hard to ever walk this earth. Take action. Ooh, ooh. Oh, that was my big squirrel boy was in there. The big squirrel boy. We got him in play once, and then remember he got some blue enchantment put on him that says destroy target fun that a player was having. It should be every blue card. Well, we're gonna stay here for like another 30 seconds, I guess. We can appreciate the boys while we do it. Dagger Fang Duo. It's a cool name too. DD. When I'm in trouble in Hell's Kitchen and I'm like, if only DD were here, and then like Ben Affleck shows up, I'd be like, no, who? What? No, I meant the rat squirrel. I meant the rat squirrel. Son, they deal 1 damage to Wilson Fisk and he'd immediately die. He'd be like, good heavens, here I have conquered all of New York City and crushed that accursed spidered man and dared devil. But this rat squirrel has been my undoing. It's been my undoing, as he turns to dust. Yeah, we're having a fantastic time. My God. The human condition. Okay, I'll play one more for you kids. I'll lose another game. I'll play until I lose. How about that? You're like, oh, you're just going to throw the game up? Is that how this is? No. I could do that naturally. You'll get new daily quests every 24 hours. That's good. That's how long that last match took. Oh. Chow chow. They're just going to keep throwing Catmans at me until I concede, son. This is... I don't want to keep this open in hand. Because you know we're not going to draw any 1-drops or anything. But I just hate mulliganing, man. I hate the mulligan. Well, you don't get the free one. Because if you mulligan, you draw 1 less card. And then you're basically boned. So I'm going to keep my no mulligan policy. Hey, Darren Batter. No wonder I love this card. I just looked and Darren Batter did the artwork. He's the artist of Miri Cat Warrior, who counts as a cat warrior. And attacking doesn't cost her to tap with her first strike and her forest walk. Okay, we immediately drew a land. Everything's going to be fine. Darren Batter's spirit. You know, I have a copy of Miri Cat Warrior I bought off of the internet years and years and years ago. That is signed by Darren Batter in like a gold pen. I don't know if it's authentically his autograph or not, but I think it's neat. I think it's neat. You're like, well, of course you would. Do we need to just get this guy out there? We wouldn't get any of his value. But we're also going to be beat to death by a human, which is just the worst. It's just the worst. Yeah, fuck it. Create a food. Welcome to Sweet Tooth. Isn't that the ice cream guy from Twisted Metal? Yeah, of course. Red and green. I love red and green, man. That's 2/3 of Naya. What am I going to do to you, buddy? I can't use that on that. So I guess I'm doing this. I have no rats and I must scream. That should have been the name of this card, because you never had a damn rat in play when you play it. Good. Okay, fine. Your shitty human's gonna come over here and be like, hey guys, I'm furless so I can regulate my body temperature via sweating, allowing me to traverse great distances as long as I have water. As long as I have water. Shut the hell up. Nobody cares, fucking human. Piece of shit. Okay. Oh my God, my heart, you've done it. You found a way to hurt me, because now that's my enemy, is this cute rat. Damn it. It can't block though, so as long as I never block it. I just noticed that's a bunch of dogs. Get this thing in play. Get me a foods. Do I want to blow up his 3/3? I can always do it at instant speed. I'd have to throw my food away, though. Might be worth it if he, like, puts a bunch of buffs on it or something. Your deck has humans and rats in it. You're killing me, man. Take something I hate and something I love and combine them to hurt me the most. Let's see. How are we going about this? No blocks. I should have blocked this human token, but he might have a combat trick. Fuck it. I'm just gonna blow this damn thing up. My food glows with an awesome power. It tells me to feed the cycle. Feed the cycle, starve the prophecy. Ow, ow. Ah, finally. Things are coming up. Rat or skunk assassin, excuse me. This will help us get cards we need. This will help us get cards we need. We probably need that more. Oh, I refuse to play it without Offspring. My principles. Darren Batter would understand. Darren Batter would understand. He also did the artwork on Jareth, Leon, and Titan, which I have a foil of. Okay, what do we want? Oh, we need the boys. Oh, that would be so satisfying. Yeah. Do we want to attack? Okay, yeah. I could use some more foods. He's got a combat trick. We can make him use it up. Also, we're damn near dead. So, ow, ow, ow. Yeah, another game we've already lost. At least we got to see some of the cards we like this time. Hey, Magic the Gathering Arena is rough. There's not really anything we can do at the moment. So let's play you, because I like that card a lot. And then let's just go ahead and concede. That went so sadly. I'll play another game for you. Maybe, I guess I'm gonna have to keep playing until we get an entertaining match. Magic Arena is feast or famine. You're either blowing your opponent's asshole out or having it happen to yourself. That's the technical term. Okay, look at you. Mystery man. Stony fried chicken. Keep it. I won't mulligan. They want you to mulligan, so they have an excuse. They're like, you only lost that game because you mulligan. And then if you don't, Mark Rosewater's like, you only lost that game because you didn't mulligan. Little mouse. Little mouse. What can I say? Back to you. Do we fall for the non-offspring trap? Yeah. Yeah. You know, a lot of one drops in this deck. I'm just saying, you'd think I'd sometimes have one in my open hand. Wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be interesting? I gotta get my boy out there. Even if I lose the game, at least I could say I got my boy out there with his purple dagger. What enchantment in World of Warcraft was purple? Brian Lee would know. Okay, yeah, blow the boy up. Oh, blue and red? Yeah. Fun times ahead, boys. Real fun times. Real fun times. Okay, we're going to play you with your offspring costs, son. Why don't you get a job? I finally remembered one. I guess all his squirrel boys, well, they isn't enough to keep the red and blue decks at bay. I guess all his squirrel boys, well, they isn't enough because that dwarf berserkers got expensive. What the hell is happening? I guess we want to get you out there. We want to get you out there. Do we save this? Whenever you commit a crime, create a trap, treasure token, sacrifice 3 treasure. Yeah, get that fucking thing off the battlefield. Let me guess, but I got a counter spell. Nope. Nope. All attack. Here come them squirrels. Here come them squirrels. We need to start creating squirrels and food. Squirrels and food. Got a lot of cards in your hand, buddy. Just saying, 4 mana. You think be able to cast something? 5 mana? Think you'll be able to? Okay, what you got here for me today? Iron Fist Pulverizer. Okay, so we'll take damage the more he attacks us. Oh my god. Becky, look at that card. We could attack with the 3/3. And if he blocks, we can use this to kill his card. And if he doesn't, we deal 3 damage to him and feel good about ourselves. Now, unfortunately, we can't also play this if we do that. But if he doesn't block, then we can. Because we'll have manas, right? There's like a cool red mouse rat you can unlock. if you do the like actual like mastery season pass thing or whatever the hell that is. But this is the one you get just for like purchasing it with gems, with the best value gems. You looking at my squirrel? Brazen Blade Master. Attacks while you control 2 or more art. Okay, he only has 1 artifact. Oh, what's this? Yeah. Yeah. I'm liking how things are going. I'm liking how things are sewing. Let's go ahead and do this. What you exiling, buddy boy? I hope there was nothing you cared about in your hand. Oh no, but you're this thing. Spree. They're alright. I'm more of a sweet tarts man myself. Okay, now we can play you. And that'll make that boy bigger. And then we can forage. Let's see, let's get some creatures. Oh, we only had 1. We only had 1. Oh, that's got flashback, so we'll keep that. Choose attackers. If he double blocks, we can kill 1 of his creatures. I guess that's what we're going to do. Okay, yeah, we're going to do it that way. Oh, no, I guess we didn't. Oh, well, we got rid of 1 of them. Oh, Jesus. You gonna blow 1 of my squirrels up, buddy? I'm at 26 life. I just noticed. A lot is happening. What is this now? 5-2 with trample? I guess I'm gonna block. Guess I'm gonna block. Who knew? I'm the last person fighting. You ain't got a nary card in your hand. Where's my bandit's allure or whatever? Which would be more important to get? Yeah, we need cards. Oh, Jesus. Hey, look, this damn thing. This damn thing. Well, at least we can play that swamp and then play our boy now. So that actually kind of worked out. Are we actually going to get to see one of our cool cards in play? I never thought it could happen. A resilient Roadrunner. Ah, I see. Pop culture references in the flavor text. What did you put on that damn thing? How's that thing holding? I guess it held it in its mouth. It just now dawned on me. Ah, secret skunk assassins. Let's get you in play before he gets mana to do something about it. Let's all attack. Boom, boom. And that's going to end it. So this is basically a sorcery for us, except it leaves a thing that we've got to constantly skip. Okay. Wait, what did that do? Oh, okay, I got to choose. Well, I would have put that on top, of course. Except by creatures with haste. I mean, I couldn't block it to start with, but okay. I guess if I had a way to untap. My turn. Do I wait for him next time and hit him with the skunk foo that he's not anticipating? Or do I go ahead and get this thing out there? I think we wait. He knows that's in my hand, by the way. That's what the little eyeball means. It means it's been revealed. So he knows that that's in my hand. And regardless if he does attack or not, we'll play the skunk anyway. Haste. Ah, you don't have haste. Damn. This is why he has that ability. Oh well, I'll be able to hit him with the damn skunk next time. Next time, Gadget. Next time. That's actually really flavorful, by the way, that it has haste. Haste is where you're not affected by summoning sickness. You're double equipping the bird with the sword? Is that what happened? Am I reading this correctly? Alright, is your turn ever going to end, buddy? Will it ever end? That's the question on everyone's mind. Are you going to triple equip it? Alright, get that damn skunk into play. Now he's got to decide if he wants to give it extra double. Can't be blocked unless they have haste. That's the thing that keeps triggering on his side, kind of like my dumb. Collect 3 evidences. You ain't got no evidence in your squirrel rat deck. Gosh. Okay, buddy. Everyone's attacking. You can't block. Gonna make you bigger. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, what's that? You're at half my HPs? What a shame. He's not drawing a lot of good cards that he needs, so he's in the same situation we usually are. That's how Magic Arena games are decided. Who gets handed cards they could actually use. You know, part of that is putting good cards in your deck that work well together. But still, some of the blame lies on Rosewater's Ghost. Red Rock Sentinel. That's how Scooby says the name of the town the Flintstones live in, son. Red Rock. Raggy. Like, Zoink, Scoob, look, you like order these ribs and they're so big they make the whole car fall over. I'm about to come, Scoob. Shaggy loves big meat. Everyone's attacking. How will you survive? He came after the skunk funk revolver. And I'm just going to make this bigger because I can. I'm going to make this bigger because I can. I'm going to make this bigger because I can. I'm going to make this bigger because I can. He's the big lizard road boy. Boom, boom, boom. That's a good game because I won. That's the perfect way to end the recording. No, I said I'd open some booster packs for you kids, son, and I'll do that right now. I'll do that right now. Oh, what's my secret card that I'm going to love? Yep. Bovine Intervention. If it made like a cool Tauren, maybe. All right. Now, when I logged in today, I haven't played this in like over a week. It gave me a shitload of boosters from all these different sets for some reason. So I figured we'd open the Bloomburrow ones. I don't know about all these other weird ones. Yeah, these are the other sets. I guess as long as you're getting cards that exist in multiple formats, because these are all sets that I assume have cycled out. Yeah, there's Phyrexia. The Brothers War, I believe, was Urza and his brother. Both of them are huge assholes, I'm pretty sure. All right. We got these regular Bloomburrow packs, and these like special arena packs. Ooh, look at this. I didn't know we had packs with a Johnny on. Actually, I did, and I was being facetious. Maybe we'll open a couple of them, too. All right, show me what you got. Ooh, we got a Mythic. Look at all these cool world firsts. Okay, first here I got this here. Bat Warrior. Ain't bad. I like a bat with a halberd. Raccoon Berserker. He ain't having none of it. Carrot Cake. When Carrot Cake enters and when you sacrifice it, create a white rabbit. Okay, it's like a specific food, but it doesn't count as a... Oh, no, it does. Artifact food. Secret ingredient. What do you think? Oh, Mrs. Bumbleflower puts a lot of love in that carrot cake, boys. Lots of love carrot cake. That's what LOL stands for. Squirrel Warlock Bard. He like triple multi-class. He's even got a vaguely katana-esque sword. You know, he's serious business. Bonebind Orator. You can exile him from your graveyard, return another target creature. Oh, okay. So if he's in your discard pile, you can activate his ability from there and get one of your creatures back. A great actor can breathe new life into old material. Oh, he's a bard. So he's like a performer, but he uses like warlock magic in his performance, son. That's being invested. If I had warlock magic, I would somehow use it to make my 10F videos better. This guy, real hot-footed. Bumbleflower. Okay, remember Bumbleflower was mentioned as the creator of this cake. Stop making the things disappear. Share pot. When it enters, you get a food token. Pay a bunch of mana, sacrifice it, destroy target non-land permanent. Okay, that's really good. That's incredibly good. That could get rid of an enchantment or a pain-ass creature or planeswalker. Son, so you love to see it. And then, of course, the Quavering Paw. I said rabbit when I read this card in the by blind sealed, by the way, when clearly I meant raccoon. Okay, what's our mythic? Ooh. Maha, it's Feathers Night. Oh god, we got Darmok and Jalad. Atanagra energy going on here. Elemental bird. So I guess there are like elemental animal spirits in Bloomburrow, because we've seen that cat that just turns everything into food because it's a cat. Flying and trample. Damn. Ward. So if they want to target it, they have to discard a card. Creatures your opponent control have base toughness 1. Well, you build a deck around that card, son. You come slatting. That's pretty cool. All right. Another Bloomburrow for me, please. Cute mouses and rats, please. Okay, we have all these cards, although we got some nice wild cards. Ah, the mouse part. I'm going to build... Eventually, when I have a bunch of cards from this set, I'm going to make some decks. And I guess maybe play them for y'all if y'all are interested. You got to let me know in the comments if you're interested in any of this Magic the Gathering nonsense. Y'all seem to enjoy the first one. Hey, I got another mythic. Eludge, the Shoreless Sea, Elemental Fish. Power tone is equal to the number of islands you control. Oh, it's one of those Leviathan. Well, it costs 3 blue. So yeah, it's one of those Leviathan type creatures. So ideally, it would at least be a 3/3, if not a 4/4 when you got it in play. When it enters or attacks, put a flood counter on target land. It's an island in addition to its other types. Oh, okay. The first instant source you cast each turn costs 1 blue less for each. Okay. Huh. So yeah, you definitely need to build a deck around that. You can tell it's a blue card because you've got to sit down and then think about it. And then think about the poor life choices you made because you're playing blue. It's the opposite of Dragon's Dogma 2, son. You don't want to see blue, son. Hashtag bring back blue. If they put a cute snow leopard cat mage in here based on blue, then I would have to play blue. Might of the Meek. Instant. Okay, that little squirrel is about to show that snake a thing or two. And the squirrel, or no, squirrel, excuse me, mouse. See, I'm doing it again. Mouse. But the mouse is so agile, it can stand amongst the briars without hurting its cute little mouse feet. I believe mice and rats are actually plantigrade. Unless they're anthropomorphic, spear-wielding warrior women. And then they're portrayed with super cute digitigrade rat feet. Oh, I guess we could talk about this card. I was too busy looking at certain wall scrolls and artwork in my room during that last one. Okay, a target creature gains trample until end of turn. It also gets +1/+1 if you +1/+0, excuse me. If you control a mouse, and it's a cantrip, which means you get a card back. Fear is unavoidable. You can run from it with your tail between your legs or charge it head on with sword in hand. I prefer the latter. Roe, veteran here. That must be Roe. That's another Star Trek reference, technically, son. Okay, here's that bell. More carrot cake. Got this bat cleric. You gain a life whenever it attacks. That's real neat. Moonrise cleric. The Sunrisers have entrusted me with their life force. I intend to repay them bountifully. Sunrise? Is that like your condescending term for like morning people? I found the older I've gotten in my life, the earlier I tend to wake up. Like I wake up around like 7 o'clock now on a Saturday. Son, luckily I can just lay in bed and think happy thoughts while spooning happy pillows. Okay, Reptilian Recruiter. I like this guy. He's got like a cool fire ant on his shoulder. Lizard Warrior. I like his hatchet too. He's like a pyromancer with that hatchet. Got trample. Love to see it. When Reptilian Recruiter enters, choose target creature. If that creature's power is 2 or less, or if you control another lizard, gain control of that creature until end of turn. Okay, you get a treachery effect, where you gain control of them for that turn and can attack with them, or, you know, do whatever with a creature you control that's untapped and has haste. So there you go. As long as you got another lizard, or if they got a wee little creature. Son, that's cool. And another mythic. Ooh, Storm Splitter, the Otter Wizard. Okay, first of all, the Bonefish Staff with the red energy and the cape and it's too much. It's too much. I'm overwhelmed. It's such a fantastic card. All right, he's got haste. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a token that's a copy of Storm Splitter. Exile that token at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, so you have him out, and at the start of your turn, you cast 2-3 spells. You got you some 1/4 hasters. If you've got a way to buff all your creatures at the same time, like something that makes your otters better. Mr. Otter. We'll cover more ground if I split up. That's good. That's good. You did it, Luis Lasahido. You did it. Okay. That's cool. One last regular Bloomburrow booster for... Oh no, regular rare. I've been spoiled. Look at this super cool mouse. The Mouse Trapper. It's crazy action, a crazy contraption. The fun is catching. It's Mouse Trapper. A mouse soldier. They're not a warrior. They're a soldier. They've taken up like some sort of vow, I assume, or have some sort of like dispatcher or task, ward, job. There's a word there somewhere. Charge. Okay, they got flash, so you can throw them into play like an instant. Oh yeah, we remember Valiant. The first time you target them, you get to target a creature. You could work some crazy shenanigans if you had a white or any kind of instant you could cast on him as well. Right before your opponent declares attackers, you can be like, nah, buddy. My Mouse Trapper says no. All right, we've seen this guy before. He's still real cool. We are very familiar with this one and this one. Got some bunnies. You got the bunny honeys. I got the time, he likes to say. And I like this otter wizard. He's got like red mage vibes with his floppy hat. He's like a teal mage. And of course, Bandit's Talent was a good card that I wish we could have drawn more than once or twice in our play session. What's the rare? Oh, hey, we got one of you from the sealed. That's neat. All right, what about these special boosters that are different? Because they've got like a Shakespearean squirrel mouse on the front. Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil, Squirrel Warlock. Chittering Skull Speaker. That's a great title for a squirrel to have. Starting intensity 0. Okay. I'm not quite sure what that means, but we're getting there. Oh, this is Arena 25? I guess that's like their equivalent of the base set every year they used to do. When Chittering Skull Speaker enters, cards you own named Chittering Skull Speaker intensify by 1. Then you draw X cards and lose X life. Okay, so it just gives them some sort of X value. So I guess the more of those you have, the better. They amplify. They amplify. Also, Christina Kraus. I thought they said Christina Claus. I was like, Santa Claus's unknown sister drew it, but it's not true. Okay, there's the flavorful sword bird. Here's that horrific shape-shifting monstrosity. Look at this dignified frog soldier. Whenever Waterspout Warden attacks, if another creature enters the battlefield on your controller's turn, he gains flying. I guess they jumped in the water and he got like splashed up in the air and that gives him flying. The escape route of many a birdfolk thief has been less surefire than they thought. They thought they could escape on a bird or just, they are a bird. But he comes a jumping. Froggy comes a jumping and he did fly. Heaped Harvest. Oh, it's a green artifact food. I wonder if every color has I guess only the colors that would use food. Which needs to be white and black and maybe, green and black and maybe white. When it enters or when you sacrifice it, search your life for a basic land card. Put it, damn. That's good mana fixing too. And ramp. Tasteful Offering. Is that how you offer nuts to, warlock squirrels? You get a 2-time boon with whenever you sacrifice one or more permanents, seek a non-land card. I guess a boon is like a enchantment that is like part of your soul. Is it like an emblem? No, because I guess once it happens twice, it goes away. Magic's so complicated now. Seek the holy card of Anzan. To seek a card, put one at random from your library in your hand. Oh, so you just draw from not necessarily the top of your deck. This will make a fine tribute. Laxel Rot Caller. I thought he was a rat caller at first. Archival Whorl. It's kind of like our Psychic Screaming Rat Whorl that we had earlier. Sorcery. It seems to be some sort of otter. Gifteristic Study. Whenever opponent casts a spell, you may draw a card. Jesus. Okay, what do you do if I give them that? My God. Shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards. If the gift wasn't promised, each other player also. Okay. Damn. Okay, those are both. You don't want your opponent doing that. So if you're going to use that card yourself, you got to be desperate or know what the hell you're doing. That's not a card you just play on a whim. My God. All right, cool. Additional boosters, please. Oh, I see a mythic. All right, what we got? Frog Bard. Fountain Port Charmer. It's got offspring, of course. If Fountain Port Charmer enters, creature cards in your hand perpetually gain. Okay, it makes all your creatures in your hand cheaper. Now, that's like almost like a Hearthstone effect or something. It'd be harder to do in paper Magic. You just have to remember. You just have to remember. You don't need to know the words to sing along. So put your best face on, everybody. Pretend you know this song, everybody. As they say, the Bat Cleric Waxwayne Witness. www.waxwaynewitness.com. Bat Cleric. Flying Vigilance. So it's got Mary Cat Warrior syndrome of not tapping when it attacks. Whenever you gain or lose life during your turn, it gets +1/+0. Okay, if you got a lot of bats, you're going to be doing that a lot. Oh, we got another cool Radamancy. Sure up. And Cindercone Smite. So that raccoon's casting a flaming pocket. Doesn't Gandalf do that in Lord of the Rings? Or is it The Hobbit? When they're like trapped up in the trees and then the eagles show up and then never show up again until everything's done later and nobody points that out. Let's see. 2 damage to target creature, then create a treasure token if you weren't the starting player. That's interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen a card reference who went first. So that's like a shock only towards creatures, but it has much better art. Walk loudly and carry a lot of things. Raccoon Folk travel motto. That's on brand. Also, I like that the treasure is like a raccoon nesting doll. Well, I don't think they'd fit inside of each other. So it's just some cute, like raccoon carvings of like a raccoon family. Mythic me. Oh, it's any mythic I want. Well, thank you. How did you know? How did you know? I can't stop with the mythics, boys. Okay, we've only got one new card this time, and it's you. Conduct Electricity. That otter knows what's up. Electricity is 6 damage to target creature and 2 damage to up to 1 target creature token. Not bad in this set, especially with like the offspring mechanic. 5 mana for 6 instant damage to a creature. If it hit a player, damn, it'd be better than Lava Axe. That instant speed. Give me a lightning rod, something I can use as a channel. Growl called above the mayhem. Nodding, Phineas drew a copper leaf arrow from his empty and quiver and shot. So I guess he shot him an arrow and he caught it, and then electric otter lightning hail commenced, son. There you go. Chris Seaman. Nobody giggle. Otter Incarnation. Indris, the Hydrostatic Surge. Well, first of all, there's a classic lightning bolt there, which does my heart good. Legendary creature, Otter Incarnation. When Indris, the Hydrostatic Surge enters, conjure a card named Lightning Bolt into your library. Yeah, that's not really something you can do in paper Magic. It perpetually gains Storm. Then shuffle. Excuse me. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. I got you. If you're playing blue-red, he fits the flavors. All right, I'm thinking, I don't really feel like opening these other boosters, and I don't think anyone would care right now, but let's open one, a Johnny booster, and that'll end the episode. And then if you ever want to see me open another one, you got to tune in to the next video, son. I'm using that a Johnny teaser. Well, look at all this fun stuff. Dinosaur. Cascade. Oh, God, I remember Cascade from the Shards of Alar or whatever. That's when Magic got crazy, man. That's when Magic got crazy. Oh, I just noticed that's not a bird. It's like a bird lady. Annoyed Altasar. He's not even mad. He's just disappointed. Ain't you pleasant? Snapping Void Crawl. Eldrazi okay, the Eldrazi were like these horrific Lovecraftian monstrosities that like lived inside the world. I don't remember the name of the set, but it was about like exploring, and then they appeared, and then you had these giant like 14 costing colorless artifact creatures that when you attacked, your opponent had to like throw their deck away and go home and go to bed or something. So there you go. Once considered a delicacy, turtle soup is no longer served and Nephalia's ends. Boy, Shredder's going to be real disappointed when he learns about that. Fetid Gargantua. That's pleasant. A creature horror, you don't say. When the night comes knocking, Keswick expression meaning in dire times. Oh, okay. Human Knight Rogue, he's like, I've come to steal your documents. He's scurrilous. Scurrilous. I don't know what that word means, but it's probably not good. Menace. Whenever he enters or attacks, he connives. It's the first time I've ever seen that keyword. Connive. To have a creature connive, draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded the non-land card, put +1/+1 counter. It's kind of like surveilling, but not. It's different. Queen Marchesa's agents always manage to find the exact evidence they're looking for. Oh yeah, because he's real scrupulous. Can't trust that guy. Then we got this like electric artifact beetle bug, smelt and charge bug. Oh god, he generates energy. That was from that weird like Egyptian like Stargate set that had like vehicles or something. I mentioned recently that magic is real confusing. That's why I just focus on like if there are like rat people or cat people. Like all this other shit's too confusing, man. Indebted spirit. And then he creates just a regular spirit. He's like, yeah, I was smart. He's like, I paid off all the he's just paying the interest. But I paid off the principal. But I ain't reading all that. What's my rare? Any rare ever. Okay, fine. Tease me into a pack with a Johnny. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Maybe we'll open some more of these one day. Lord of the Rings. I forgot that was a thing. Okay. Well, overall, I'd say I had fun and shared a few laughs with you kids. I appreciate it. Damn, if I'd cast one more green spell, I'd have got my daily. I'd have got my daily dose of green and black. Slightly different from the green and purple. Okay. Get back on that previous picture. That's a good one to end the video on, zooming in on that cute mouse warrior and her flaming sword of justice. All right. Maybe I'll play some more. Maybe I'll do a draft next time. Just let me know. Just let me know if you'd be willing to tolerate it. And I could just spew nonsense into a microphone while playing a game. You're like, for once, Tenfei, you've legitimately described the Tenfei experience.